This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
The First Lady of New York Radio. This is Ask Joan.
Here's important information regarding the new airfare refunds you're entitled to when flying. The DOT, Department of Transportation, refund rule is in effect. So let's get ready. Airlines now have to provide customers with an automatic cash refund if there are situations like delayed flight, lost luggage, or amenities that were paid for and not provided. The new rules outline when you are entitled to this automatic refund and is the same regardless of ticket. According to the DOT, any cancellation or significant change to a flight qualifies for a refund regardless of the reason, including weather-related cancellations. Here are examples from the DOT. Your flight is canceled and the airline doesn't rebook you. You're entitled to a refund if the airline cancels a flight regardless of reason and doesn't rebook you on a new one, or you don't proactively accept alternative compensation like a flight voucher or miles. Your flight is canceled, you don't accept rebooking. If this happens, know that you can get a refund. You are entitled to it. Your flight is significantly changed and you don't accept the changed itinerary, nor any offers of rebooking or other compensation. If the flight is significantly changed and you don't want to travel with the changed itinerary or rebooked itinerary, and you don't accept other compensation offered in place of a refund, you are entitled to such a refund. Under DOT regulations, a significant change includes a domestic flight departs 3 hours earlier or arrives 3 hours later than scheduled. An international flight departs 6 hours earlier or arrives 6 hours later than scheduled. The origination or the destination airport is changed. The number of connections is increased. The passenger is downgraded to a lower class of service, and connections at different airports or flights on different planes that are less accessible or accommodating if you have any disability. You are not entitled to a refund if you accept a rebooked flight with the airline continuing with a significantly changed itinerary. If you decide to continue with your trip, know that most U.S. airlines commit to providing benefits like hotel accommodations for overnight displays or meals during significant delays and cancellation caused by issues within the airline's support. So it's really important to know that if you're delayed and it's the airline's fault, forget it. You can view each airline benefit on the DOT dashboard at transportation.gov. Under these new rules, you're entitled to a refund on baggage fees if you file a mishandled baggage report and your luggage isn't delivered within 12 hours of your domestic flight arriving at the gate, or 15 to 30 hours for your international flight, depending on the length of the flight. Additionally, you can request a refund if you paid for extra service, like Wi-Fi, seat selection, in-flight entertainment, and wasn't provided. The DOT's final rule has established universal standards for how and when refunds must be provided to passengers. This rule shifts the burden from the passenger, who had to navigate airline policies to determine their entitlement, to a refund back to the airlines, which must now issue prompt automatic refunds in the same form of payment when owed. Airlines and ticket agents must process refunds within 7 business days for credit card purchases and within 20 calendar days for other payment efforts. Airlines cannot substitute cash refunds owed to consumers with vouchers, travel credits, or other forms of compensation unless the passenger chooses explicitly to accept alternative compensation. Refunds must include all government-imposed taxes and fees, as well as airline-imposed fees, regardless of whether those taxes or fees are refundable to the airlines. If your airline does not comply promptly, you can file a complaint against the airline or ticket agent online at secure.gov/air travel complaint or visit transportation.gov and search for airline travel complaint.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ARTS. Just go to Indeed.com/ARTS right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.